Woo! Almost hit the camera. Let's open it. Whoa. Leucine amino acids. The whey cookies and cream. So yeah, you know, probably ask Rico, why do you have leucine? You know, isn't leucine already in whey protein? And you know, leucine is actually causing the muscle protein synthesis in the muscles, and you know, this is actually what we want to create from our food, and actually also training. But you know, studies have shown, or there is a particular trend going right now which promotes the leucine. Adding leucine to your meals, or actually prior to your meals whenever you start eating, and in combination, okay, you're now getting complex. Whenever you eat protein, the protein synthesis from that meal, or from the protein, you know, in the body, is pretty much isolated whenever you only eat protein or take whey protein. Whatever you're taking mixed meals, for instance, now you're receiving the leucine amino acids from the high protein sources, but because you have a mixed meal, which is really realistic, so for instance carbs, fats, vegetables, the muscle protein synthetic response to that is somewhat different than we are taking only whey protein. So what we do with the leucine, what we have seen, or what we see right now, is actually that adding leucine to a particular meal prior to 15 to 30 minutes can actually, you know, increase muscle protein synthetic response when in the plasma blood level, in the blood. Okay, so whenever that's happening, we can assume that muscle protein synthesis is actually higher, or the effect is higher with adding these leucine to a meal. So that's what I'm going to experience right now. So I think it's about 5 to 6 grams of leucine added. What I'm going to try and do is every single meal I'm going to take in 15 to 30 minutes prior, I'm going to add that 5 to 6 grams leucine, you know, and look over a period of time, see if I see changes or not, you know. Although when we want to maximize things, we as competitive bodybuilders, or even fitness enthusiasts that want to maximize their natural potential, you know, muscle protein synthetic response in terms of just getting enough protein in is covering pretty much 80% of the gains. Okay, so whenever we are eating more protein, you have a lot of people say, yeah, but you know, eating more protein is actually harming you, or whatever they're saying. But having some extra protein in a meal, you know, this has to do with protein intake, the amount of protein intake in a particular meal. Whenever we are exceeding 20 grams, nothing will happen. Well, this is not true. Whenever we eat 40 grams, for instance, of protein, or 60, 70 grams, whatever it is, we see a little bit more increased protein synthesis. So, you know, that's the other 20% out of the 80%. So 80% is already covered by eating your foods and, you know, your high protein sources like chicken or stuff like that. But the other 20% is actually coming from doing these kinds of stuff, and we are maximizing. So that's why we are taking this leucine extra. I should have probably tried this, you know, way earlier, but hey, it's what it is. Let's go. Oh man. Upstairs, we are busy with the house again, still deconstructing, demolishing pretty much everything, you know, and as you can see, it's a filthy job. Yes. Just got myself new dusk masks. Otherwise, you know, these are very old houses, and that's also the reason why we are going to renovate, because it was in a pretty old state. We will let you see where we are at the moment. Almost done with the demolishing part, and yeah, but it's extra cardio. Good stuff. So, living room. Floor is out. The ceilings are good. Ornaments, stuff like that. Also here we have everything pretty much out. That's the cove, or the piece that we're gonna cut out. Gonna make an open kitchen. I'm now busy deconstructing the office, which is pretty much the last part. You know, all these stuff, pipes, and the ceiling. I need to get rid of that, so it looks like that. You know, this particular house is like, I think, 100 years, and this piece of the street is very old. You know, World War II, First World War, stuff like that. So, you know, it was in a very old state. Therefore, we're gonna renovate pretty much everything. Right now, upstairs. Bruh. I will show you how I look afterwards, because it's gonna be terrible, terrible. With just a small room like that, deconstructing the ceiling. Let's go, let's go, let's go. El cardio. Gladiators, prepare. This is Sparta! Hulk smash! Hulk smash! Hulk smash! 10 minutes later. Ooh, damn son! Yep. So, that's the easy part, not the hard part, which is cleaning that stuff. Let's get it done. After that, upper body day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna kill it. Although I'm freaking exhausted, I don't care. Keep pushing. We're done. We are done. We look like a freaking bum. Look at that. As you can see, guys, everything is done here. Well packed, ordered 10 bags from this small piece of ceiling. Perfect, ladies and gents. Now heading back home, getting a shower in. The face of hard work, ladies and gents. Face of work. Okay, let's get a shower, heading back home, and yeah, get some food in. Cheers! So, weight is dropping pretty well with the flexibility that I had. 2 days ago I had pizza, 2 of them. Yesterday we had a training with Roy Bodies, and I had spare ribs, I had a lot of good stuff. And right now, well, some good Greek stuff. Some pita gyros. My friends from Greece, you know what I like. Souvlaki, pita gyros. Let's get into it. Damn, this looks good.
You know what I'm thinking, that this was just another fight. But be careful what you're drinking.
that was actually what a reps in reserve of 0 looked like. It was really like struggling, guys. But I pushed through it because you saw the bar going down, up. And I pushed it out. Pendlay rows, 4 sets, 3 reps, 120 kgs. Let's go.
Like a child who wants to play, I feel it burning under my feet. I see new things coming my way. Made it clear, made my move. I can't stay here and wait for you. Made it clear, made my move. I can't stay here, no I can't stay. But it's over now. Yeah, it's over now. But it's over now. Yeah, it's over
Gonna change up the 1 arm tricep extension and we're going into the double. It's just the same exercise but 2 of them. Finished.